Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, and I'm sick. I'm sick today. Hello. Those of you who follow me on various other social media, I do Twitter and Reddit as well, will be aware I had flu. I had flu this week. I'm feeling better today. I'm no longer spending large parts of 2 days lying in a dark room groaning. So I'm feeling on the mend today, but I'm still not great at all. And that is why I am playing Rome Total War today, because this is my gaming comfort food. This is the game I come to when I want something lovely and happy and familiar. This is my cup of soup in game form. This is my hug on a disc. I love this game. This game I've put more hours into than any other game by far. I first played this game in January 2005, I think it must have been. Since then I've put in well over 1,000 hours into this game. I must have put probably over 2,000 hours into this game. It's miles ahead of anything else I've ever played. Like, I think number 2 is probably Pokemon Diamond, which I still have my original save file on. I think that's about 490 hours at the moment. I think that's probably number 2. I'm not generally the sort of person who puts hundreds and hundreds of hours into games, but this one I make exception for, because it's wonderful and glorious, and I love it. I love it so much. So I just wanted to play some Rome Total War today. I apologise, the schedule's going to kind of be made up as I go along this weekend. It's going to be whatever I feel like playing and editing until I recover. Sorry. I know I hate to not do You Only Live Once. I do love it as a series, it's wonderful, but it also requires me to be pretty much top of my game. I'm not mentally equipped to be doing that at this time. So let's play Rome Total War instead. So you'll probably notice I haven't unlocked any actual factions in this version yet. This is because this is the version I literally just picked up off Steam. I thought I'd get the Steam version because I could get all the expansion packs, some of which I didn't actually own the first time around, like the Alexander expansion pack, so I haven't unlocked any factions. As usual, I'm going to do on hard and hard, which is the second hardest difficulty. That's just, that's just kind of my rule. I like playing on the second hardest difficulty. I always turn off the battle time limit. I find it's kind of boring. I don't think it's necessarily that interesting, to be honest. And I always manage all settlements too. I always think I think it's a waste to only be allowed to manage settlements that have generals in them, because that just feels, sometimes you just end up leaving generals lying around. So right, let's do this, shall we? So here we are in an Imperial campaign as the Scipio. Now, for those of you who have never played a Total War game before, because I know some people just aren't into kind of strategy games like this. So here's roughly how this works. You start off playing as a tiny faction as part of Italy. We're part of a surprisingly quite unified Italy. It's supposedly 270 BC, as you can see down there. It's 270 BC down there. Except it's divided into zones of influence according to the Roman families. So, and this is not desperately well historical. This is just a convenient plot thing. So you've got the Julii up in the north here. You've got the Scipii, who have got this little area around Capua, but also a tiny bit of Sicily here. And this is, of course, as in the various Scipios of Roman history. And the Brutii, who own these two bits, Croton and Tarentum, down in the south. And the basic idea of this game is you start off as allies with these guys. I can't attack them, even if I wanted to, the game wouldn't let me. Oh, and there's Rome itself, which is owned by its own faction, which is the Senate. Which is completely the Senate having its own private army that hangs around Rome to defend. That's not how Rome worked, damn it. But it works as a mechanism for the plot. So basically what happens is each of the factions separates out and goes on their own way and becomes greater and greater, and eventually there's a civil war and this. We don't have to worry about that yet. So the Julii will head off into the terrifying, horrific wilds and the savages of France. The Brutii will head off into, a nice holiday destination and head over Greece and the Greek islands into Turkey. I think they get the best deal, quite frankly. The Scipii, meanwhile, have to take Sicily and then head over to Carthage, the famous Carthaginian campaigns, which is fun. So I just want to show some of the opening moves that I kind of typically make in a game of Rome Total War, because I'm literally just going to play this like I would normally, and just kind of a few things I've gleaned and learned how I normally play it. Because I'm not doing any self-imposed challenge or anything. This is just me. This is just me being not well, wanting to just have fun. So Capua itself. This is ridiculously safe, because no one's going to invade this. Anyone could invade it by sea. Nobody ever, ever, ever will. And I think actually, have I ever seen the AI declare war on me in terms of, the other Romans attacking us? I don't think I've ever bloody seen it once. I think I might have seen it look like it was about to happen once, but you start the war against them. So you don't need to worry about defending your capital. So you can put the tax rates right up in order to get as much money out of the capital as possible. But you want to take everyone with you. So you've got this army. So you've got a general who's got some cavalry with him and some infantry. Get in the boat. The diplomat can get in the boat too. And this guy has got 2 decent units of infantry with him. So guess what? He can get in the damn boat. Capua is now empty. So I'm just going to put that into normal tax for the moment. And all I need to do here is set up 1 unit of peasants. And that's all I'm ever going to need for those. I think peasants are... Yeah, what's that upkeep charge? 100. These guys also have upkeep of 100. Okay, fine. As it's... Actually, no, let's do peasants. Let's just leave the peasants in charge. The Scipii are kind of weird for next to the Roman factions, because most Roman factions have a choice between 3 religions you can set up. So do the Scipii, but you can't activate the shrine to Neptune until you've already built a port. And a port is pretty much the first thing you ought to build, because if you look at what a port does, it doesn't look like it's going to make much difference now, but your trading income's going to go basically double, and that's just going to get more and more and more. Sea trade is how you win this damn game. Just basically sea trade. Do nothing but sea trade. Sea trade all the things. Now, I think we're pretty safe just to put this here. We're not actually at war with anyone, so I'd say we can just put that ship over here. That's absolutely fine. Now, our first move, and what the Senate's actually told us to do, is to, if we go over to the Senate list, we have been told by the Senate to go and take Syracuse. Now, I just want to be clear that when you start these factions, you get given a mission just to start you in the right direction. The Julii are told to take over this village. You notice if we zoom in down to this village, it doesn't have any walls around it. It has 1 group of peasants and 1 warband, so basically a town militia and a group of peasants defending it. The Brutii are told the slightly more complicated mission of going over to Apollonia, which means they have to, you have to learn how to put your units onto a ship, take the ship over the water, though they can easily make it, and take out the 3 units in here, which I believe is 2 skirmishing units, are units that can't flipping fight if you close the distance with them, and 1 unit of militia hoplites. So, and they're, if you don't know what a militia hoplite is, those can be dangerous, so fine. But the Scipii are told to take out Syracuse. You notice it's got walls, massive walls, and a general unit, and multiple hoplites, and archers, and pelters, and more hoplites, and walls, and it belongs to a faction. And it's just mad that they just say, yeah, just go and do that. Your first thing, go and take over a massive city. I mean, if you played this game, and the first thing that you did was you said, oh, I'm going to play as the Scipii, and I did. God help you, because the first thing the game says is, oh, go take Syracuse. You think, oh, fine, nice easy training mission. No, it's not. No, it's bloody not. Now, do I even have enough? Oh, I totally have enough strength. I totally have strength to just start besieging the city now, so I may as flipping well. Cornelius Scipio. I could send the faction leader along, but I don't want to waste him. This guy could probably do with... Yeah, this guy's not too bad. I'll just basically send the entirety of the troops with him. With this other guy, yep. And I've got loads of money, and I'll get even more from doing this. So let's just bring, let's bring my own flipping hoplites to battle. I was kind of hoping to get the, you can get a member of the retinue by hiring mercenaries. I think he's the mercenary handler or something. I forget what he's flipping called. But yeah, you can get someone who does that. If you do that, it's a small percentage of chance. Let's just spy on the city, actually. Let's just get a good view on this. If you spy on the city, not only do you get to see what's in the city and what all the buildings are, you also get to see all the details, including all the stats of the enemies, and you also get to see, mysteriously, all of the traits of the commander. So you get to see who he hangs around with, and also what his skills as a bureaucrat are. So this is a damn good spy. More interestingly, of course, the spy has now a decent chance of actually opening up the gates if I attack the settlement. So the gates might just be open, 32% chance. Even if they are, I won't care. I'd rather, yeah, I know I'm attacking a neutral faction. I don't care. And oh, he actually did it this time, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do that because trying to storm open gates is actually really, really dangerous. What you want to do instead is build all the ladders that you can. However many ladders, just keep... Yeah, fine. That's fine. That's seven ladders. Yes. Maintain the siege. Overnight, we'll build 7 ladders. Boom. Excellent. We will deal with that. tomorrow. My ship is over here. I really hope the Greeks don't bother attacking me. And, oh, I probably need to build something in Messana. What's worth building in Messana? Oh, probably. Oh, would you believe it's probably going to be flipping... Actually, no. I don't have any way to produce horse right now, do I? And horses are ludicrously important. Get building horses. Let's get some military facilities going up here. That's kind of important. Meanwhile, you appear to make everyone happy, so we'll go for that. And we'll just build a town watch, just to make sure everything's okay. Right, end the turn. So it's the next turn. Conveniently, all my allies have also declared war on the Greek cities, which is nice of them. We do stick together quite nicely in this game. Everyone's ready. Ah, the peasants are ready. The peasants are indeed ready. So now this place is now probably happy to go back up to high taxes, quite frankly. Let's just keep kind of, getting as much tax out of these guys as possible, because the chance they're going to cause trouble is minimal, quite frankly. They're going to keep building their port overnight. Multiple rebel groups have stepped up here, which is kind of unusual. We've got 2 flipping enemy peasants have just shown up. Alright then, that's alright. This is exactly what a good faction leader should be able to deal with. So apparently, once I'd sent the army on its way, a few flipping Romans decided, oh look, the army's away, now we can all just rebel and be free, yay! Alright, well, we're going to have to teach you guys an important lesson about freedom, which is that it leads to you being killed horribly, with horses. Rule number 1, if you've never played a Total War game, cavalry are ludicrously overpowered. If you have got cavalry, then you've basically flipping won. For different reasons in each game, it changed a little bit between Rome and like Medieval 2, for example. But the basic core message stayed the same, which is cavalry became ludicrously overpowered. Because you can see, there's like, there's 120 of these guys, and I've only got 49 horses, but this is what's about to happen to them. Oh look, they're all flipping, oh look, they're all dead, and they've given up and they're going home. They're going home. Well, actually, they're not going home because they're all dead. This will teach you a lesson about wanting freedom. Meanwhile, the other guy's just like, Steve, are we sure this was a good idea? Right, let's just back off so we can get a good charge. Make sure that we just leave a couple of these guys fleeing. And then I think I saw their leader right here, so I want to hit him dead on, because if I can kill him in one hit, then this should pretty much be finished. So I just want to hit this guy really damn hard. Oh, he looks like he's pretty dead to me. And yes, let's continue the battle, just to ride them all down. I can always continue battles when I have cavalry to just ride everyone down, because mysteriously, if you ride people down, then the game sometimes gives you bonus experience, because you gain experience. That's those little bars next to your portraits. But even if the game, if you auto-complete and the game basically says, yeah, you wiped everyone out, then one, the game's mysteriously suggests that you don't bother riding people down so more people escape than they should, and 2, it doesn't give, even if you do ride everyone down, the game doesn't seem to think that you would have gained experience from it, so it's better to do it yourself if you can be bothered. Anyway, that has taught some rebelling Romans a lesson. Meanwhile, I've decided my army from the mainland is actually going to disembark right here. I don't think they actually need to worry about Syracuse. I feel like I've got Syracuse actually pretty much locked down, so yeah, I'm going to move straight in with the force I've got. I feel pretty good about them, actually. Ah, here we are, over flipping Syracuse itself, a proper big-ass city. But just look at this thing. This is the first city you're told to take on if you just happen to choose the Scipii as your starting faction. This massive thing you're not told a thing about. Alright, but easiest way to take out this by far is basically just attack where they're flipping not. Now, who's been assigned things? Yeah, that's fine. So basically what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to set up some nice things where no one is going to be guarding the walls. I have one person over here, and more importantly, I'm going to go for places where there's not really any coverage. So you'll notice kind of obviously those towers, little holes, they can shoot you, but they'll only actually do it if there's an enemy standing nearby to keep them active. I think they normally... Wait, is that true? I can't remember now. I can't remember, because it varies game to game how the towers work. I can't remember now whether they're permanently active or whether someone needs to be activating them or not. I can't remember how it works in this game. But in either case, I'm going to go for approaches where... Oh, no, they are permanent, but they're not very powerful until you've, like, massively upgraded, so it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm just going to go for... This is an approach I don't really want to use, but if I had to, I could go for this one as well. So I'm just going to spread it around. I'm just going to figure out where the enemy's going to bother deploying, because they don't have enough troops to deploy everywhere, because they are basically programmed to try and defend the gate. Even though I haven't brought a battering ram, the game sort of assumes that you're going to be trying to take a gateway so that I can open the gate, either by battering it open or by fighting my way to the wall. I don't actually need to bother in the slightest. All I need to do is just find a nice open bit of wall where no one's defending and just go up to it. So that bit of wall looks like a nice bet to me. That tower's angle means it can't hit me. That tower's angle means it probably can't either. As a result, those guys are just going to go straight up to the wall and no one is going to challenge them. They got a bit better at this in later games. In Medieval 2, they got much better at kind of having enemies tracking around the walls with you. And also in later games, the cities were better designed. Well, I don't think they were. I think they were much worse designed. But they were better defensively designed. They were better designed in terms of intelligently being laid out in such a way as there weren't these clear blind spots where you could set ladders up against the wall without any consequences. This is more kind of a Far Cry 4 style fortress where there are clearly massive gaping holes and infiltration points. Whereas, yes, the later games were much harder to sneak into a city, which I always actually found was a bit annoying because I quite liked kind of finding these little weak insertion points. Another reason the enemy were always so weak on the walls was because they felt obliged to leave like a contingent of forces to guard the town centre, because this is basically how you win cities. You either have to wipe out literally everyone, or you have to hold the city central plaza, i.e. this whole area within these flags, for about, I think it's 3 minutes or something. So the enemy always like basically has to leave an enemy unit guarding this area, and it normally leaves a couple more just hanging around. So a couple of these massive, great spindly hedgehog hoplites just hanging around here. These guys, tell you what, for a game that's like, I think it's, yeah, this game's over a decade old, it doesn't look bad, does it? Come on, like when you zoom out and you just kind of get the panorama of it, it's quite nice still. I do like it. I think this game had so much charm. Oh, my guys are climbing the ladders, by the way. They're up the wall. They're up the wall. Excellent. You go, guys. There you are. Up you go. Everyone. Light and He is the chosen one. God himself is deciding who shall be next to climb the ladder. So obviously the enemy, as I say, they're guarding this gate over in this direction. They clearly want me to be, because the army's actually drawn up over here on the right. So the enemy's expecting me to come from that direction. But now I've got these troops on the walls, I can basically just tell my troops to go along the walls. And if they go through a building, it passes into my possession permanently. So just send my troops running up to this guard tower here, and it's become mine. So now, actually, if any enemies actually run past here, then they actually start shooting at the enemies, which is great. So now all I need to do is just send my friends round to about here. Should do it. I'm just going to send them very slowly to here. Now this unit's going to get a bit tired because I'm going to tell it to do it in a hurry, but it doesn't really matter, quite frankly. The enemy might figure out what I'm doing at some point, but they're very slow to catch on. Meanwhile, everyone else, I can just start redeploying, working to the assumption that that is now going to be our insertion point. In fact, everyone who's sternly holding a ladder can now put down the ladders. We now don't need any of them at all. So now everyone begins a very slow march just over in this direction. We'll keep our distance from these towers, because these towers still don't belong to us, but everyone will now just start walking around the city, and you can see on the right there the flag of our guy as he just goes around the walls. The enemy are not moving yet. They generally will not react to you until you've actually started attacking them. So as a result, they're not going to really do anything to us at the moment. So I now actually own a gateway. And normally that's the point where the enemy realise, oh, right, I see. This is a problem. So they're probably going to react at this point, and I think I just saw some movement happening over there. So they're probably going to send someone to try and sort it out. The problem with them trying to sort it out is we've taken all the towers in the area. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everyone to draw up on the gateway. I'm going to tell them to fire at will, because these little Hastati infantry, they have little spears that they can throw. So these guys are going to draw up here, and the moment anyone tries to try and challenge them, then they're just going to toss the javelins down at them, which is going to work very nicely while the rest of the army just slowly moves into position. Who's coming round? Oh, perfect. It's a militia hoplites are coming, and they're in for surprise because they think they're just going to investigate this small worrying observation, but no, they're actually going to be shot by their own towers. There we go. Little darts coming out of the tower at them. Problem is, these guys are not very well defended when they're being shot in the side, and especially the back, so they're going to lose men pretty fast. And my Hastati are now all drawn up top here, and any minute, they're going to be ready to throw their javelins down below. Moment they come into range. Where's range? Where is range? Range is quite close, actually. Range is quite close. I might just move them a little bit in this direction. Yeah, that'll do. Guys, you ready? You feeling good? Yes, you do. There you are. Okay, throw round of javelins number 1. Alright, there we go. Lovely. Let's this time let's enjoy it from the ground view. Enjoy it from the ground view. Oh yes, javelins from above. These guys are not happy about that state of affairs. Oh dear. Lovely. And the fun thing is, they now don't know what to do. They've been sent here to guard this gate to stop anyone walking through this gate. But because I own the gate, at this point, basically, they'll now just stand here, and the arrows from the tower will slowly kill them. There's nothing they can do about it. But the game has literally basically just said, hey, this gate's been taken, someone ought to go and make sure no one comes through it. But doesn't have any way to deal with the fact that the gate itself is going to kill anyone who tries to come this way. It was a minor oversight in the behaviour of the enemy, but never mind, eh? It's a couple of little spear-throwing peltasts up here on the Greek walls, just watching the Roman army. As far as they're concerned, they're probably just thinking, we have done such a good job. They took one look at us, dropped the ladders and ran. We are going to get medals for this. A few minutes later, my army is now slowly converging on the gateway over here, and the hoplites that were sent to guard this gate have, well, come very close to dying, and they've decided to run away at this point. But you kind of see from the pile of corpses, a lot of them did just die in service to guarding this door. I hope that whenever they kind of set up the gravestones for these guys, they do just kind of mark it as, hey, we told them to guard the gate, they bloody well tried. Unfortunately, my own stupidity, I myself walked a bit too close to that tower on the corner I didn't bother to take, so I've lost a few troops of my own, which is kind of annoying. Okay, time to start moving my own troops into the city. The gates obligingly open because I flipping own them, and we will start taking the streets. This will probably be the point where the enemy start minding a bit. So I should send in the hoplites as well, actually. Just get them ready to go. Because the enemy may object to me actually being on their streets. I think the hero peltasts who were guarding the original front gate may have realised that possibly the Romans were not as scared off and defeated as they had originally assumed, and have decided to report to the city centre for the final conflict. Excellent. So we've got this big battlefield in the centre. I don't want to fight on this if I can, because the thing about this is, if you own a city and you are within its town centre, you cannot rout, you can't run away, any unit can't lose morale. It just won't do it. Ooh, what are they doing? Are they sending troops? Ooh, yes they are. The thing is, I'm sending my archers up here to shoot at anything that comes this way. This is perfect. Because I'm giving my archers pride of place up on the walls, because the enemy's generally very bad at coming up onto the walls. So, they've got their own archers, but they'll be in trouble. Ooh. Come on, guys. Oh, no, they're going to be long gone by the time. Can we get a shot in? You get a shot in? No, you can't. Never mind. Because now we're in the Greek city, here's the state of play. I've got all my troops, I've got all my troops inside the walls. I've now got this area, which is now completely mine, because I've owned the towers. So anyone in tries to come this way, it's a kill zone. We've then got this narrow road up here into the central plaza, which again, I don't want to fight on. I'd rather actually fight in these narrow streets, or ideally, if I can draw them to here, perfect. I've sent my archers up the wall here. So basically, if anyone tries to come this way, they can just shoot them immediately. I'm not sure why my archers just tried running a bit there. Guys, get back where I told you to go. Go on. Don't just get back there. If anyone basically tries to come this way, the archers will shoot. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Hey, my archers are about to prove the point quite nicely. Yes, they are. Now. Yes, archers are coming. Archers are obviously good at long range, but not very good at defending themselves against anything else. So, the archers are coming along. They've got nice hats, which is good. They're used to fighting in Greece. They've brought hats with them. Unfortunately, I'm not sure they're ready for what's coming, which is high ground advantage is amazing in this game. So, I've got the towers supporting me, and I've got something much more important just about to rock round the corner. Because these guys, I don't know what these guys are expecting to do, but they were not wanting to see horses. Hi, guys. Stupid archers. This is kind of why I turn off time limits, because I like being able to just pick apart the enemy. And yeah, picking them apart is the easiest way. Are you sending peltasts in to reinforce? You utter lunatic. They're no better at hand-to-hand. Alright, fine. I'll take out your flipping guys too. You can't take on heavy cavalry. Yeah, they're going down so fast. Oh, the general's ready to come in though. If the general decides he's going to join this fight, at that point we leave. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, lads. Let's go. So I want to accidentally lose my general when I don't have to. Now, if I could draw the general into the fire of my archers, that would be good. That better not be the general. No, that's just a loser idiot thing. All right, good. Right, guys, start moving forward. The general's going to need your support pretty soon, potentially. We might be having ourselves a fight. Right, uh-oh. Guys. No, more this way. 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 Oh, wait, hang on. More running. More running. Oh, God, just keep running. Right. The general's leading them in this direction. I now have a couple of choices. Which is... I could... Oh, I forgot to turn these guys' flipping auto-fire back on when he can take some shots at the back of the general's head. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to let these guys take care of it. These guys can hold position. Stand still. We'll have the backstop of the mercenary pelt. Oh yeah, we'll have the mercenary hoplites ready to go. Actually, no, let's not have them run. Let's just go into their hoplite formation. Guys, draw up a thing. So when the when the Greek general decides he's going to attack this area, he's going to walk right into the biggest swarm of spears of all time, and his own towers are shooting him. My archers are going to start shooting him from behind. There we go. Oh, is he already routing? My archers are still obviously taking him out. When units are routing, I think their defense just like artificially drops because they seem to be taken out in one hit. Or that I don't know exactly how it works, but certainly enemies are much easier to take out. Oh, that's going to be a dangerous rally for you. Their leader survived, which is annoying. If their leader died, that would have been a very good coup for me. I really hope he's planning to just stand there now. My archers will tear him apart. No, he's not. That's a shame. He's got some good cover from the houses. Alright, we've done a lot of damage. That heavy cavalry was probably one of the more dangerous things he had. The downside is I've now lost a fair amount of my ammo for my starter, but never mind, eh? I always need to remember the enemy hasn't committed their two strongest units of infantry yet at all. They're actual hoplite spearmen, so like the militias we saw earlier, but stronger. They've got two units of those. Both of those have been kept in the centre and haven't been touched yet. The enemy still has... yeah, 3 full-strength phalanxes. This is far from over yet. What I'm going to try and do next is I'm going to see if I can bait the general back in another time. I'm going to send my general back in to smash into those peltasts. See if I can draw any fire and then just lead them right back and around the corner into another ambush. I'm going to send my own hoplites that I picked up, the mercenaries, just to go and stand guard in kind of this sort of area. Just to kind of guard this way, because a defensive phalanx is pretty much an immovable wall in the in Rome Total War. Okay, my general's piled in. He's going to take out a fair whack of these peltasts very easily. The problem is, hoplites, though powerful, are ludicrously slow. He won't be able to do anything. So I'll be able to take out these peltasts pretty quickly. No one else will be able to do anything to stop me. The general doesn't want to commit. I'm going to slaughter all of these guys. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Are they all going to be dead? Last one? Last one? I'm literally invading his central plaza. Oh no, one survived, one survived, one survived, one survived, one survived. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. I don't want you fighting against other generals. What have I told you about fighting against other generals? Go on, shoo. Get out of there. See if he follows. See if he's stupid enough to follow you again. He is. The enemy leader has followed us right back into Murder Road a second time. Oh, we've nailed the enemy leader as well. The enemy leader has been nailed. Beautiful. The thing is, the more of this sort of skirmishing I do, the more that the enemy is immobile. Take out their cavalry, take out their archers, take out everything like that, they won't really have much they can do. Uh-oh. No, don't charge into spearmen. Oh, charge into spearmen. Why the hell not? Go on, then. Yeah, just take out the rest of the horses. We can totally take out the rest of the horses. I'm not too worried because they will rout almost instantly. Yeah, they're going to go down nice and fast. Yeah, lovely. This will just be a good way to finish them all off. Yeah, fine. Take out these guys. Just take out everything that could be a threat. In terms of that, these guys. Stay away from the massed spears, though. The core job I wanted to do is done. There is now pretty much no one left on this battlefield, with the exception of extremely slow spearmen. And some of those well-armoured slow spearmen have made the stupid decision to walk into Murder Road. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Right. Now, let's get our own troops drawn up over here, why don't we? In that case, yes, you guys, run in. Let's see what these guys actually think they're going to be able to do. Let's get two of my own. Let's get one of my best. Yeah, let's get a well-rested unit around the corner here. That's the thing about these. Yeah, the hoplites are incredibly powerful. In case you've never played this game, they do this. They form this this kind of phalanxy spear wall thing. And while they're in it, it's incredibly difficult to attack them from the front. They'll chew you up, no matter who you are. But they're incredibly slow and vulnerable while they do it. No, do not run into it, though. Don't run flipping into it. Oh, they're running away? Well, that's fine then. Just toss your spears into the back. And just toss the spears. Toss the spears. Oh, never mind. Go. Back off. All right, are they... Oh, they're not. They don't even know what they're doing. Right, just chase them down. Send in the horses. See if we can cut them down. Cavalry were better at cutting things down in Rome Total War than later games. They were way better. I'm not sure I'll be able to catch them in time. I'll be able to get a few of them maybe before they hit the town plaza. And yeah, just a few. Yeah, back off now. You don't. They'll obviously they'll deroute the moment they hit the town centre, and you don't want to be in the middle of them when that happens. Oh no. The hoplites have decided they want to come round again. This is a terrible idea. I've decided they shouldn't probably be allowed. So yes, I've set up this nice hoplite wall and various. Yeah, you're allowed to throw some spears at them. Go on, have some fun. There you go, lovely. Now, General, you can finish them off. And this time we've caught them in time, and as a result, they've pretty much all given up already. There's now only a few units left on the field. Question is, can I get these guys, the full-strength hoplites, to follow me into Murder Road? Because if they will, then we're looking good. I'm going to attack the archers, see if I can use it. You see, a couple of flimsy units left over are quite useful. Just for making sure that you can get the enemy on your side. I'm playing this really dangerously because these guys could... If my general takes a stupid wrong turn here... Oh, these guys could be dangerous. Ooh, those banks of spears will kill your general fast. Okay, it's going to take something a little bit more real than some horses dancing around to make those hoplites leave their position, I think. So, my general's just going to go and get himself set up in the palace. And in the meantime, I've called up my mercenary peltasts. And they are... Oh, yeah, the enemy's responded to them way better. The interesting thing is, lots of these guys dying tends to reaffirm their mysterious belief that they are right to come the way they're coming. So the fact that I'm just occasionally going to stop and turn and throw spears at them, and the archers just kind of the archers' arrows coming at them from above, just seems to reaffirm to them that they're on the right track. They're happy being where they are. And one final group of people need to go down, and that is the full-strength hoplite unit. Fine. Just throw some spears over at those guys. Get their attention. Not sure they noticed. Right, brought up my own proper Roman throwing skirmishers to do the same thing. Now these guys should make them... Ah, you see, now they've noticed. Now they mind. Now we've annoyed them. Oh, lovely. Yes, now they've decided they want to be involved. Good. Oh, the enemy are actually using flipping... Oh, okay. You've decided you actually want to use your bows. All right, my general who's just hiding over here will take care of you in that case. I will gladly take care of you in that case. Bye, guys. Don't charge into the spears, though, you numpties. Oh, I just made a stupid mistake. I divided their attention. I accidentally divided their attention because by charging into the flipping area with my own, with my general. I'm hoping I'll be able to get their attention back onto me now. Yeah, okay, good. Then back onto me. They've decided they want me again. Lovely. But as we've seen fire arrows, sure, fire arrows. Let's go on to fire arrows. They're slower to reload, as I think is the main interesting point. Well, they seem to have lost interest in my velites, so I've brought up my strongest unit of Hastati that still has spears. And we will now go into fire at will mode. Just toss some spears at them. This is the advantage Rome has like over most of the factions. The fact that most of your infantry has these projectiles they can throw, which gives you an advantage right at the beginning of the battle, which is great. That seems to have focused their attention on the Roman invaders again. Excellent. Screw it, let's just charge them. We're going to have an actual battle on our hands at some point. We may as well just charge in and wipe them out. Excuse me, have you heard of Rome? Yes, we rule this place now. Here, I've got this pamphlet. Oh, sorry, that was a knife. They do not even... These guys just like, screw it. Screw this, we're going home. I'm going the hell home. I'm not paid enough for this. And by the way, the guy that paid us died like 20 minutes ago. Meanwhile, back at the plaza, we've got a really good standoff between these guys who have noticed that my general is around and desperately don't want him to charge, and my general, who basically has decided to arrange his horses arse-facing this cohort just because he doesn't like them very much. Just as a sign of disrespect. I think it's time to just send in the rest of the men and just finish off this stuff once and for all. Well, my hoplite's taking on the militia hoplite. My general actually has a purpose for once. He can charge into the back of the hoplite and utterly knacker them. There we go. Beautiful. That will completely break their formation. These guys have forgotten to form up the phalanx there for a second. Oh, but that's the strength of a phalanx. Guys, round the back, help out the other guys, help out the other guys. And swing in. Swing in an assist. I said swing in an assist. You got this? We okay? Yes, okay. And that pretty much breaks their phalanx right there. Bring them in. I'm aware, by the way, I could have auto-resolved this and I probably would have won with not many more losses than I've had. But I love just taking this game like this and just doing it like little piece by little piece like this. It cheers me up no end. Thank you, voiceover man. Lost 105 men, not too bad. Okay, Syracuse is ours. Let's get a spy over and have a look, see what's going on with the rest of Sicily. Oh my goodness, would you believe it's actually Carthaginians. It's Carthaginians, including in a boat. Ooh, wait, they're a bit exposed in their boat. They've got this whole army in a boat and... Come on, can I attack? Yeah, I'm going to try. Oh, I can't quite make it. Can't quite make it, darn. Let's just go and sit our boat slightly mysteriously close to theirs. Because they've got their faction leader and some elephants in a boat. So if I could take... And my boat is stronger. So if I could just take out that boat, that'd be great. Meanwhile, over in Capua, you'll notice that Steve the Peasant is now definitely in charge of the town. He's doing well, actually. It looks like he's... I mean, not everyone's too happy. It's just make the taxes normal. Oh, everyone's all right all of a sudden. I might just kind of quickly check in on Steve the Peasant. This is one of my favourite little things that you could actually, that you could do in Rome Total War. I think they completely took out of every other version. Maybe it came back in the more recent versions I haven't played, but they took this out of Medieval 2 Total War, which bloody annoyed me. The fact that you were allowed to, in Rome Total War, you could just kind of go down and have a look-see at your city in peacetime, so you could figure out what its roads were like, which would help you plan its defence, as well as just being a lovely little touch. And yeah, when you're doing that, it's like full of all these civilians and stuff, and like people just going about their day-to-day business. It's really cool. Alright, here's Steve. Let's see what he's actually got planned for the town now that he's in charge. People keep telling me they don't like Mondays, so what I've decided is we're going to swap Monday and Wednesday in the week. That way, you don't have to go from the weekend straight to Monday. Eh? God damn it, Steve. The Greeks want to win the war? I'm fine with that for now. Now, let's offer them trade rights. Lovely, generous and fair. And let's swap map information. I'm certainly sure that we won't be using this information about where all your cities are to invade them at any point. Oh no, they got their flipping elephants out. But wouldn't you know it, the Senate has decided that we ought to be taking on the flipping Carthaginians. So that seems like an excellent thing to pick up next. I will probably play a bit more of this now because, as I say, not feeling great, but playing this game makes me happy. It cheers me up now, and I just love playing this game. So I'm going to play a little bit more of this now, and next time I will probably do a quick kind of show of how I typically fight a Carthaginian campaign in Rome Total War. But there you are, ladies and gentlemen. There you are. This has just been my little I'm sick and I need comfort video game video for the weekend. I do apologise that your regularly scheduled series are not here this weekend, and I hope that me sharing with you one of my most beloved video games of all time makes up for that at least a little bit. So, in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Good dodge, man. Question is, can you keep it up, cop? Oh, no, you can't. Ooh, nice. Oh, didn't quite get that one, though. We are going to the gun store in style. Oh, where's my partner? Oh, he's not here. Oh, so long, loser.